Hello, hello. I'm starting a little bit early this morning because of a very busy day ahead of me, and I wanted to talk about a couple things before I get into the essential oils, and that is about MLMs, multi-level marketing. DoTerra is a multi-level marketing company, and I know sometimes that can get a bad name with people, or people have a little bit of a mistrust or maybe a not so positive experience with MLMs. And I wanted to just, I've had a couple people express concerns with me recently, and I thought, let me just address that because these are legitimate questions, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about MLMs and why they rock. So, I have been a user of MLMs pretty much all my life. My parents bought a lot of Amway products and Shackley products when I was a teenager and learning about skincare and wanting to try makeup. My mom went into Mary Kay, and so we had a personal consultant, and my mom started selling Mary Kay. I've used Mary Kay all of my life since I was 14. I love Shackley products. I now also use Melaleuca products, another great MLM. I love Pampered Chef. I have tons of their cookware in my kitchen. Tupperware, of course, tried and true Tupperware. Even my vacuum cleaner is a Kirby, and technically, I mean, Kirby is a franchise, but it's kind of like an MLM. It's not, you're not going to see advertisements for it. You're not going to see it in a department store. So I love MLMs. We have an amazing water filter that we have on our kitchen tap that's from Amway, and it's the best we found on the market. So MLMs, typically I found that their products are often superior than the products we find in just regular stores, your Targets, your Macy's, your other department stores. And so I want to buy quality products. I want to buy products that are effective and that work. I also love MLMs because they stand behind their products, and if something doesn't work or you're not satisfied with it, they will take it back, no questions asked. The other thing that I think is so cool about MLMs that you really don't see um, anymore for sure is the customer service. So when you buy a product from an MLM, you're buying from a person like me. You're buying from a consultant, or we're called wellness advocates, or what, every company has a different name for it, but you're being introduced to that product and trained on that product, and you're being supported by an actual person. And so when you have questions or when new products come out, you're the first to know. You have a person to go to, an actual person who can recommend products for you, walk you through it, especially with doTERRA products, wellness products, essential oils, and the supplements and everything that we have. There's a lot, and it's a training process, education process. So not only do we sell them to you and want you to get them into your home, but we are here for you to educate you, and we do continuing education. You're not going to get that from Amazon. You're not going to get that from Target. You're not going to get that from Macy's. It's a very personal approach, which I really appreciate. The other thing somebody brought to my attention, they said, you know, I I like the products. I'm just having a hard time getting on board because they're they're at this price, and basically I'm just paying for everybody down. I'm just paying for all these people who are bringing. I'm just basically paying for a percentage for the multi-level marketing part, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. And I said, well, this this structure is really no different than how pretty much every other business runs. So for instance, Subway's a franchise, right? Well, you can own a Subway franchise, and then you can continue um, adding on to those franchises, and you can getting managers for those franchises. Okay, great. So there's you at the top. You own a Subway. You start getting a couple more. They all have managers who are making money, and you're making a percentage off them. And then the next level and the next level. Isn't that a multi-level marketing? Yes. Same thing. The other thing is when you products that you get from, let's just say, your Target, your Amazon, your Walmart, every product that's created, there's an advertising and marketing cost that's built in. when you see a movie, when you watch a television show, whatever thing you are purchasing out there, there are advertising and marketing costs built into that. With MLMs, they don't market or advertise. They use humans, us. We are the marketing and advertising. So I question back to someone who would say, well, I'm just paying for all these, people, the products are this, and I'm just paying for all these people. And say, yeah, but don't we deserve to earn a wage for being the marketing and advertising, for offering continued support and continuing education? So it's really no different. The price of marketing and advertising is built into everything, whether we like it or not. And but I think you just get a lot more bang for your buck when you purchase from products and support products that are structured this way. The other thing, the last thing that I love, somebody brought to my attention recently, is they said, if your friend, let me back up and just say multi-level marketing companies are built off of small businesses. So I'm a small business. My upline is a small business. People on my team who are doing this are small business. We're all creating a small business with this company. We're all partnering with this company to create our own little small franchises and businesses and be a part of this. And if let's say your friend owned a cafe or a coffee shop, would you support that? Would you go to that coffee shop and drink that coffee and buy pastries and sit there and patronize that place? Of course you would. If your friend owned a shoe store or a jewelry store, or you fill in the blank, would you patronize them and want to support and help them? And we are, yes, I think we're all on board with that. We're all wanting to support small businesses, and we're all starting to really see the value of that. So it's no different. We're all our own small businesses, and we're here to help. We're not here to scam you or to make things difficult. We're really here to help and heal. And so anyways, think about some of those things. If you maybe have been a little skeptical about MLMs or are questioning things, just think about it. Think about those things. And anyways, on to our Essential Oils 101. Maybe this is the first time you're hearing it. Maybe you're just getting a little refresher. So let me dive in. Welcome to Essential Oils 101. The goals of this class are simple. 3 things. We are going to talk about what are oils, how to use them, and how you can get them in your home. Now, first of all, what are essential oils? So essential oils come from plants. They come from the roots of plants, the stems, the leaves, the flowers, anything that the plant produces, we can extract an oil from, depending on the type of plant. So the oils are these naturally occurring compounds that form oils. So like you have a peppermint leaf, and in that peppermint leaf are the little oil sacs, and that's what we extract. We extract those things, and those oil sacs have amazing healing properties because they contain tons of constituents that plant uses to protect itself from environmental threats, ward off bacteria. So the plants are designed to even heal and keep themselves healthy. I like to call them, or we like to call them, plant medicines, because that's what they are. They help us heal. And I also want to just make a disclaimer. By no means am I against Western medicine. Some people say, oh, you oil people, it's not, don't discount Western medicine. I absolutely don't. I grew up in a home of Western medicine. My father was a doctor. My mother worked in the medical field as well. I have tons of family and friends who work in the medical field. So I certainly am not discrediting Western medicine. It's definitely a wonderful thing, and the medical technologies, inventions that we've had in the last 100 years have certainly been beneficial and helped us survive a lot longer than we did previously because of the advancements. So what I think is so beautiful about these plant medicines is that they're designed to help us heal. Our bodies want to heal. Our bodies are designed to heal themselves. So these come alongside us to support us and to help heal our bodies, hopefully to get us to a point where we don't necessarily need Western medicine, or we need it a lot less frequently. The goal is, self-informed healthcare. Healthcare is a big issue right now. There's a lot of complexity to it. So the more that we can learn about our bodies, how they're built, and how to heal them, I just think it's going to be better all the way around for ourselves, our kids, our communities. So, why? Why DoTerra? What's the deal about DoTerra and their oils? What makes them so special? In order to answer this question, I need to step back and talk to you about the 4 different kinds of essential oils that are out there. So there are 4 different kinds. First of all, there's the food grade essential oil. You're going to find this in your grocery stores typically, in the baking aisle. It's your almond oil, your peppermint oil, your orange oil. And these are designed to cook with. You wouldn't necessarily use them on your skin or for a lot of healing properties. They're flavor, right? Usually they're artificial flavor. Most often. Then second are the synthetic essential oils, which are basically perfumes. Synthetic meaning they are created in a lab. They are not necessarily drawn from real plants. They are a chemical. Oftentimes they have other fillers in them. So they're not pure. They're designed purely for smell. And they may not even be the pure smell of what that plant actually is producing. It's a replication, right? Then there are therapeutic grade essential oils. You're going to find these, in your health food stores, your Whole Foods, places where they sell organic products. Even there's a company out there I see around here in the mall sometimes that's an essential oil company. And those are fine. Those are great. They call them therapeutic. They call them organic. Great. They can call them whatever they want. The truth of the matter is the FDA does not regulate essential oils. It is not a regulated product, so they can pretty much slap whatever label they want onto it with very little testing or very little, proof that it is completely certified pure. So these essential oils may have some healing properties. They may also have some fillers in them. They may also be blended with another oil. Like a carrier oil, like fractionated coconut oil. They may not be 100% just that oil. And normally we don't know where they're sourced from. We have no idea where they're sourced from or how they're sourced or how they're produced. Most of these oils you cannot ingest. And this is, for me, the true test of a pure grade oil. And then we get to doTerra's oils. So doTerra's oils are certified grade therapeutic. They go through 11 tests. They are sourced from the origin of the plant. So Melaleuca, Australia, that's where it comes from, that's where it grows. They're going to go to where the original source of the plant is grown. They work closely with farmers ethically to source these oils. When they actually start to extract them, they run them through 11 different tests. There's a third-party testing source that also certifies if they are pure, and they are not afraid to throw out a batch if it does not meet their standards. So they are completely safe, completely effective, and they are the highest grade essential oil that's on the market. All right, beautiful, beautiful. So let's talk about these gorgeous little babies. Let's talk about how do we use them. How are we going to use these oils? And wonderfully with doTerra, there are 3 ways to use these oils. Not 1, not 2, but 3 ways to use essential oils. So the first way that we're going to be able to use essential oils is aromatically, right? We're going to put it in the air, right? So we can do this, we're going to breathe it in. So I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to find my little, here it is, my little peppermint oil. I love to do peppermint in the morning, especially when I'm trying to wake up and either exercise or focus on something for work. I'm a writer, so I like to do this before I write because it really awakens my senses. Put a drop on your hands and your palms, rub them together, cup your hands and inhale. I haven't done this yet this morning, so this is amazing. Whew, just opens up the sinuses. Amazing, amazing. I can feel it all the way down my throat, in my nose. I'm going to take the rest of it. I'm going to just put it on the back of my neck. Peppermint has a really cooling effect, so if you're feeling hot or feverish, keep this in mind. If you have a cold or flu and you're feeling feverish, you can use peppermint to cool down the body, make a compact with it. So what happens, we can also use essential oils in a diffuser. I'm going to show you mine. Jump over here a second. Forgot to grab it. So we can also use one of these, right? Diffusers. DoTerra sells a bunch of different kind of diffusers. They're very high quality. I've used some from Amazon. I've used some from, like TJ Maxx. I've used DoTerra's. By far, these have lasted the longest. Good quality. So what you're going to do, you just put your water in there, your essential oils, probably 3 to 6 or 10 drops, and you'll diffuse it. Some of the diffusers run for 2 hours, 4 hours. I have one I do overnight that runs for 10 hours intermittently. So sometimes I even wake up in the morning, it's still going, and it's still putting that beautiful scent into the room. So what's happening when we breathe them? So yeah, okay, great. They smell wonderful. They fill the room with a great smell. But there's actually something chemically and physically going on when we breathe essential oils. So I'm going to show you this little picture of the brain here. This is our limbic system. Essential oils activate the limbic system. Smells activate the limbic system. So what happens is you breathe in that essential oil, hits your olfactory bulb. It travels through the limbic system into the amygdala, which is the seat of emotions, into the hippocampus, which is the seat of memory. The thalamus controls, this is amazing. Your thalamus is part of your limbic system. It controls your blood pressure, your heart rate, your breathing, your memory, your hormone balance. So it's triggering all those systems, not only emotions and memory, but also your physical systems of your body. And it's doing that within 20 seconds, hitting all parts of your body within 20 seconds. So if you're feeling a little agitated or sleepy or slumpy, or you breathe in this essential oil, like I just did, within 20 seconds, it's already starting to change your mood. It's already starting to waken up things in your limbic system. So I think it's pretty cool. One of the things that I love about essential oils is that they are dual purpose. So not only do they always have an emotional element to them, where it's doing something to, the properties of that plant are doing something to change your emotions or to balance your emotions, but they also work on a physical level. And let me talk about that as we move in to topical use of essential oils, which is the second way we can use essential oils. So how does an essential oil work physically on a cellular level in your body? It's so cool. I love science. I want to know how things work. I want to know how our bodies work. I want to know how these oils work within our bodies. When I jumped into this, I needed to be kind of convinced that it wasn't just like this fad or this thing. Somehow, 3,000 plus years of plant science and plant medicine wasn't enough to convince me. I needed to know the facts. So here's the simple fact. Our whole bodies are made of cells, right? We're just a compilation of billions and millions of cells. Here's our little cell. The outside of our cells have a membrane. It's a fatty-ish kind of membrane, and that membrane is what protects that cell from things getting in and out. It's supposed to protect the cell. But as we know, sometimes bacteria live outside that cell and want to attack it. Viruses can actually go in the cell, and they get in that cell and start to attack the cell and break it down. So not good. We don't want this. We want to restore that cell. We want to restore our cellular structure so that our body has a chance to fight. So now we have a little oil coming in. Because oils are oils, they're fatty substances, they can permeate that membrane, and they can get right into the center of that cell, and they're going to start working on a deep nucleus cellular level. They're going to start working on attacking that virus. They can go around the cell. They're going to start working on grabbing those little bacteria and getting rid of them. A good portion of our essential oils are antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal. I know it sounds amazing, because it is. Our On Guard brand, our On Guard line, which is our protective blend, is a combination of orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. I believe almost all of those oils are antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral. Super powerful. So when we get these into our system, again, they start to work very fast. When you put it on topically or take it internally, within 20 minutes, it's going to be it will have traveled through your entire system. So now we know how that works on a cellular level. That oil is going to surround it or go inside of it to really work on restoring that cell to its natural health, so that all the cells duplicated from that can be healthy cells, and we start to get better, whatever we're dealing with. And it could be something like a toe fungus that we use oils on, and it starts working away at that fungus. It could be something like a cold and flu, where you start to feel a little icky, and you start taking these oils, and maybe in a higher dose than you normally would on a regular day when you're not feeling well, and it starts to work in your system to combat those viruses or those bacteria. Many uses, really amazing uses. So topically, which basically just means we can put it on ourselves, right, on our skin. You can put them directly on your skin, not a problem. Here's a little oregano. I like to use that. I just have a little skin thing here that I want to get rid of. Oregano is really great for getting rid of like warts, skin tags, funguses on the toe. My sister was just telling me she used it on her toe. Fungus completely took it away. This is pretty awesome. So we can just put them directly on our skin. Now, I want to talk about dilution, because, for instance, pure oregano oil is what we call a hot oil. If you put it on your skin without diluting it with a fractionated coconut oil, it might burn. Not actually like burn you, but it's going to give you that burning sensation. And certainly if you eat it, it's going to like put your mouth on fire. So we call that a hot oil. You always want to dilute hot oils. Hot oils are like oregano, thyme, cassia, cinnamon. And the other reason you want to dilute oils is because when you put, just like this is just a regular tea tree. I love tea tree for sometimes little facial blemishes. I have one right there. Get a little bit on there. Tea tree. Tea tree is great for so many things. I love it. If I'm just putting it on straight like that, about 40% of it's going to be flashing off. That's because it's an aromatic compound, right? That's kind of a waste. We want our oils to work effectively. So better for me to use a little bit of fractionated coconut oil to keep it on there, to work it into the skin. It's going to get into the skin better. It's going to prevent that flash off. It's going to be more conservative, preservative of my oils. Makes your oils go longer too, right? Last longer. And you can do them just like that, a blend, or you can put them in a little roller ball. Here's an example of they have kids versions of roller ball. So it's part fractionated coconut oil and part essential oil. A little roller ball, super easy to roll it on. I love these too. I love this one's pepperminty. It's called Thinker. I love these because you can throw them anywhere, use them fast. I have them in the car, obviously here in the office, my bedroom, my bathroom, everywhere. All right, so that is a way to use our oils topically. The last thing I want to point out topically is feet. Feet. Maybe you recognize this chart. It's a reflexology chart. One of the best ways to use oils is before bed, rubbing them into your feet. So whatever you're dealing with, if it's sleep issues or maybe it's just feeling a little under the weather, just rub it into your feet. Your feet have the largest pores of your body, so it can really get in there. And then, of course, your feet are connected to every system and organ in your body, so you're just really touch pointing all of those systems and organs. It's a great thing to use for kids. Just regular immunity you can use every night. Lavender for sleep, Roman chamomile for sleep, vetiver for sleep, so they sleep well and they stay sleeping, which we all like, right? Better sleep, better immunity. All right, and the last way that we can use essential oils, which makes me very excited, I never knew, until I learned about doTERRA, I never knew you could do this. You can take these oils internally, which means you can ingest them. Now, not all of them. Let me show you how you know. This is a bottle of lavender, and on the bottle, see it says supplemental facts. It's a little hard with the glare. Let's see if I can get it closer. Supplemental facts. that is your cue that you can ingest this oil. So yes, you can cook with this oil. You can put it in, where did my veggie cap is gone. We have little veggie caps. You can make your own little capsule of oil. If there's some oils that maybe you just don't want to taste or you don't like the taste of, you can make your own little capsules. And we also have products like this. This is Serenity, one of our top sleep products, Restful Complex. DoTerra makes a bunch of their products into capsules that have the herbs and the oils in them. Pop one of these half hour before bed. Helps to induce sleep, helps to keep you sleeping, helps you have a very restful sleep. So again, a lot of these oils can be used internally. I like them internally because I feel like they work really fast that way for my system. Another thing you can do if you're in a rush or you just don't like taking pills and capsules and such, which I get, I take a lot of vitamins, so but I don't mind taking liquids. So little On Guard, I'll just put a little drop on my hand and I'll lick it. It's spicy. Cinnamon, clove, kind of wakes me up. I like to do that, one of those a day. Also frankincense, because it's an amazing healer. Frankincense is really great for brain function, for mood balancing, and a million other things. King of all oils. So, woo, yeah, so good. So that is one way we can use essential oils, boost ourselves up in many ways. Okay. Safety tips. 3 safety tips about using essential oils. These oils are safe and effective for babies, adults, young adults, kids, the elderly, pets. They are very safe to use. You just have to know how to use them safely. So a couple things to keep in mind. Number one, the citrus oils have a sun sensitivity to them. So if you do use a citrus oil on your skin, you're going to want to make sure that you either cover up or don't go out in the sun right away. Wait about an hour or two while it soaks into your skin. Eyes, ears, nose, we don't typically want to put essential oils in those places. If you do get essential oil in your eye, and especially like a hot oil, like a peppermint or an oregano, do not flush with water. Flush with an oil, a carrier oil. Flush with coconut, fractionated coconut oil, or grapeseed oil, or olive oil, or jojoba oil, or almond oil, whatever carrier oil you have. That's what you're going to want to do to flush it out, because water's just going to spread it. An oil is going to actually dilute it and calm it out. Trust me, I've done this. It was not pretty. The third safety tip is dilution. So adults, we don't necessarily need to dilute because we're adults and we can take it. Our systems can take it. But for babies, you always want to dilute. For kids, you always want to dilute. So make sure you're using, for babies, I recommend at least like a 2/3, 1/3 balance, or even 3/4, 1/4 balance. So 2/3 fractionated coconut oil to then, 1/3 of your essential oil. So if you were filling a roller bottle like this, you'd fill it 2/3 with fractionated coconut oil, and then the rest you could put the essential oil. For kids, you could do 50-50. It's a little more concentrated for them is fine. And for pets, you're going to want to do 50-50 as well. Just make sure you're always dilute for pets. We always say too, in terms of usage, less is more. These are highly concentrated, highly effective. So start small, see how it works. And then if you feel like maybe it's not quite working, it's not quite being effective, then add more, a little bit more, another couple drops. Till you get to a point where you're starting to see the effects of the oil. A little note here too about effectiveness is this. There are many, many oils, and there are many uses for the oils. Don't let it overwhelm you. That's why we're here. I'm here to help you, to guide you, to show you which oils to try. If you're finding that a certain oil works, like I'll make a recommendation, try it. If you're finding it doesn't work, what do? Well, same as if you were to go to a doctor. If you are on a medication and you're finding it doesn't work, you don't just toss the medication and sit on your couch and say, oh, well, I guess these don't work. No, you go back to the doctor and you say, it's not working. I'm not sure what to do. I think we need to try something else. And the doctor says, great. And they give you a different prescription and you try something else. You go home and you try that. Same with essential oils. If you find something isn't working, we're going to try the next thing, because everybody's bodies are different. Our body chemistry is different. How we react to the products is going to be a little bit different. Whereas one product might work really well for another person, you might need something a little different. So we're going to keep doing that. I have a friend who she tried Melaleuca on her pet's allergies. Wasn't quite working, so I said, let's try lavender. Let's go to lavender. Let's try that instead. So be patient with this. It's a process, but once you figure out what works for you and it's effective, you're going to love it and you're going to reach for it all the time. All right, that is what are essential oils and how to use them. Now, how to get them into your house. If you are curious about trying essential oils and you have not tried them before, I would love to send you some samples. So message me after you watch this and let's get in touch. I can send you a little survey which will help me understand what some of your concerns are, and I'll put together a little goodie bag of samples that we can try for you and get you started on sampling some of these products and see how they work for you. If you have already tried essential oils and you want to learn more, we have weekly classes, weekly continuing education classes, Fridays at 11 a.m. If you can't make it, message me. I'll send you the link later because we record all of them. It's really important to keep learning and keep educating, because eventually you'll find something that's amazing that works for you. Or maybe you have a friend or a sister or a cousin and you'll learn something amazing that will work for them without without some of the harmful side effects of that medicines and pharmaceuticals can often bring us. Ultimately, the goal is we want to relieve pain and suffering. We want to relieve the things that are slowing you down with your health and making your life not as full and rich as it can be. So the other thing, if you are interested, if you're like, yeah, I want to dig in, I want to try this, doTerra works 3 ways. There are 3 ways to purchase essential oils through doTerra. The first way is through retail. So I can send you my link and you can purchase right off of my website at retail price. This is going to be full price, and I don't really recommend this because we don't recommend that anybody pay full price for anything. The second way, if you're thinking about trying more than 2 or 3 oils, the second way is going to be much more cost effective for you. So the second way that we that doTerra sells their products is through a wholesale membership. This is exactly like a Costco membership. It's $35 for the first year, and then you get 25% off all of their products all the time. Whenever you order, you can order whenever you want. There's no pressure to order. There's no monthly requirement to order. We're not trying to trap you into anything at all. We just really want to get the best products that work for you and your family and your needs. So I highly recommend jumping in to a wholesale order because you're going to save so incredibly much money on it. And once you get introduced to these products, you're going to want to continue to keep trying them. They run wonderful specials all the time, and you're going to want to know about those and be a part of the community. So that's the second way. The third way that you can buy these essential oils is below wholesale. That's how I buy these oils, and that is basically what we call our loyalty rewards program. It's comparable to a frequent flyer program. So if you are buying, as you're buying these essential oils, there's a way for you to earn points back that you can earn free product. And so I'd be happy to tell you more about that if you want to dive into that kind of a program and you want to really save money and really take control of your health this way. So, okay, reach out to me if any of this sounds interesting or exciting to you. We have 3 kinds of people who come to us in doTerra, and we love all of them. The first kind of person is a user of the oils. They love the oils. They use them all the time. They use the products. They become a real staple of their home health care and their family health care. And about 85% of the customers that we have are users, and we absolutely love that. We want people to be transforming their health this way. The second kind of person, maybe you've been watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, I've been using these oils, or I see the value in all this, and man, I have a sister who could really use something for her headaches, or I have a friend who's always stressed out, and I'd really love to have her, try something natural. We have, if this is you and you're just sort of a natural sharer, we have a lot of people in our company who are just natural sharers, and they want people to know about these products. They're just so excited to share them and talk to people about them. And if that's you, we have a program where you can start to earn, basically earn your oils for free. We call it our free medical care. And if you're interested in doing that, let me know and I'll tell you more about that business opportunity. And then the third kind of person that comes to us are the people like me, where I started using the oils, and after about a year or two, I just saw the incredible value of this product, of this way of life, and this company, which is a phenomenal company. It's a Forbes rated company, $1 billion in sales. It grew as fast as Apple. In 7 years, it became $1 billion company. 110 countries we're in right now. It's absolutely phenomenal with philanthropy and community. And I was like, I want to be a part of that. I want to build a business with them. So if you're interested in actually, supplementing your income or replacing your income with this kind of a business, definitely let's talk. I'm looking for committed and capable partners to join me on this amazing journey. So, okay. If any of those options are interesting to you, message me and let's continue the conversation. Have a wonderful day, and here's to your health.